Something interesting I think about too is that idea of like when we're looking to love someone else in the confines of like a significant other. This idea of like, it's so interesting, this like friends to lovers versus enemies to lover
Yeah.
situation comes about, right? Because I'm thinking about, because the whole idea of like friends to lover is like you're friends first and you guys grow really closely, and then out of that friendship you guys like fall in love, right? But then the enemies to lover situation is like you guys, like, I don't know, start off on a bad foot, and then you guys are angry at each other, but in like navigating those valleys in life, those difficulties, you like somehow fall in love in that too.
Yeah.
And like there's something romantic about going through the trials and the tribulations with somebody, and then out at the end of it. You see it like in every single movie. It's like, Indiana Jones, he's like saves the girl, or like whatever it is, and at the end of it, it's like, okay, like we've gone through all this stuff, like, like getting to that point. But I guess my point here is I think it's interesting the way like God places different people in our life as it relates to significant others, because sometimes like there's people that we least expect to be, the one, and then they end up, you hear stories about people getting together and, they're like, we didn't ever really started on the right foot, or just random things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that, but again, I think kind of one of the main themes that I think it's really good to hone in on is that how our relationships should reflect our relationship with the Lord, right? And like that's a lot of how God works too, right? Is like God works in ways that we don't expect and we can't plan for, right? But I think the great thing about it is understanding that there is a greater hand in that, right? So it's like, to your point, right? Like, oh, I did not think that we would be compatible. Like if you're talking to someone you're dating, right? But the reality is like, no, there's a purpose in that. And like, I think that that's, again, going back to the relationship with God. So I think another thing, and it's actually kind of something I want to hone in on with you, David, is talking about like standards, right?